The only skill that is important in the 21st century is the skill of learning new skills. In the realm of education, various methods exist to teach and reinforce learning. Memorization by rote, a traditional method, can be tedious, where quizzing has evolved to be a popular method of learning. Anyone who has taken a quiz has always discovered that there is so much to learn, because the more you know, the more you realize how much you do not know. As they say, even life is a continuous quiz where success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. A very good evening, namaskar, sastriyakal, and adab to one and all. My name is Saurabh Beniwal, your host and moderator for the day from Indianica Learning. Welcome you all into this exclusive webinar, Quizzing, a tool to enrich 21st century skills for holistic development. I hope you all are doing well, you all are safe and doing good in your life. Well, today in this exclusive session, we are honored to have with us a person who has started the regime of quizzing in India, well known as the father of quizzing in the country, and for this Gen Z generation, greatest of all times, the GOAT in quizzing, Mr. Siddhartha Basu. Well, he doesn't need any introduction, but as per custom, I would like to say a few words about him. Mr. Siddhartha Basu is a television producer, director, TV and live show host, a graduate of English literature from St. Stephen's College, New Delhi, and a postgraduate from Delhi University in arts faculty. He began his career in television by directing documentary films in 1977, and he became a very successful and popular TV quiz host, starting with Quiz Time on Doordarshan in 1985, as well as several popular TV quiz hosts and several internationally acclaimed shows, including Mastermind India, University Challenge for BBC. His biggest quiz show success came in the year 2000, when his company Synergy Communication, which later became Big Synergy Media, produced and he directed some of the top billed shows like Kaun Banega Crorepati, hosted by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, and various TV shows. And currently he's working as the director of Tree of Knowledge Digital Private Limited, a company in the business of creating exciting, interactive, tech-enabled digital, app-based and TV properties across platforms. His latest digital offering is Quizzer of the Year Koti, a quiz app on Sony Live. Mr. Siddharth Basu, sir, we are honored to have you today in this wonderful event. Thank you so much for joining us today from your busy schedule. Today, in this exclusive webinar, I'm sure people are here and would like to learn from you on how quizzing can be implemented in day-to-day classroom activities. I would like to also refer to the National Curriculum Framework 2023, where right from the aims of education to approach in the system, themes, curricular goals, competencies, the term quizzing is mentioned more than 10 times as a suggestive method of teaching learning process. So first of all, welcome, sir, into this session. And now over to you. And we would like to understand from your perspective how quizzing can be an impactful tool to be able to develop 21st century skills and, of course, holistic development. Over to you, sir. Sir, you have to put your video. I can see there is some technical glitch. Just wait for a few seconds. Probably Mr. Siddharth Basu, sir, will join us very soon. Yes. Hello, sir. Hi.
Hello, sir. Hello. Are we on now? Hello. Are we on now? Wait, I have to put off some of the audio. I'm getting a double repeat. I know we've tested everything, but even then.
No problem, sir. No problem. You can take your time.
Okay. Now you can hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Yes.
No echo. Sort of how many people, what kind of quorum do we have so far?
So we have around 300 people joined in Zoom and almost more than 500 people on YouTube watching at this point of time.
Okay. So, namaste, good afternoon or rather good evening to everybody who has joined in on this particular platform. I'm very grateful that you joined us all for this. It's been 4 decades of my doing quiz-related activities and general knowledge and knowledge shows, basically, mainly on television. So it's a pleasure to meet up with all of you. For now, since about 2010, we started a series of general knowledge books, which was published with Encyclopedia Britannica, now of course in Indianica. And we have a new series, so we have 2 series of them, which are there before you, and hopefully you find them interesting and you can use them in your classrooms. Today, what I've been asked to speak about,
sir,
is about general knowledge.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Your voice is echoing a bit, sir.
It's echoing?
Yeah, it's echoing a bit. Yeah.
Let me just correct that.
No problem, sir. Take your time.
We'll just figure it out.
Till the time Mr. Basu is just checking the system and internet connection, I would like to tell you today that there's going to be a contest. It's going to be operated by Sir. And of course, I request everyone to please participate in the contest. There are certain icons which you can see on the screen: raise hand, Q&A, chat. So time to time, I'm going to guide you how to use it effectively and how to answer it. We will also time to time promote you as a panelist, so you can interact with Mr. Basu directly, and then you can answer the quiz questions. So time to time it will happen. First of all, understand from the master how quizzing is essential for your classroom learning. Over to you, sir.
I'm so sorry. I don't know how much of you I lost during that echoes. I'm using 2 devices. One is a camera device, and one is the computer, and the audio between one and the other, there's a little bit overlap. Let me quickly go through everything once again. And basically, it's been more than 40 years since we've been doing knowledge-based shows. I've done documentaries on science, popular science, to begin with, and all of that has been happening. We had a huge demand to come up with some books, the first of which would be called the India Quiz Book, or Inquisitive. That was in 1989 from Siegel Books, and that was out there in retail mainly. But in 2010, come with something which was imaginative, which broke the mold of just dry textual question and answers, and come up with something for school students. We did. That was Know for Sure. Fantastic students from the teaching community, from educators generally, from parents and families. And we've been trying to improvise on that and improve that year to year. Now we have another series which is
Yeah, so there is back-to-back. What happens, sir? The voice is going. You become inaudible sometimes and then become not audible. Okay, so there must be some technical glitch. We've just tried and checked each and everything was working fine. But the fact is technology doesn't have emotions. It can break, it can make at any time. We'll definitely have Mr. Basu very soon with us, and he'll be joining. I request my to please
Saurabh, tell me where you want me to start from, so that let it be clean. And
so you just started as when you started talking about your books, India Quiz, and then from there the voice got lost. So I request you to please start it again. Yeah.
Okay, the signal. My apologies to everybody. Please bear with us. Clean from this point on. The controls are there in the Indianica office with Saurabh over there. but then it's so connected. Technology has its little hiccups and glitches, but hopefully it'll be smooth from this time on. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of your faces and be able to speak to some of you, but we'll have Q&A down the line. At this point of time, just to say that it was in around 2010 that we had a first series of general knowledge books from class 1 to 8. That was with Encyclopedia Britannica, and we developed it over a year and a half, 2 years almost. The team here at Tree of Knowledge, as well as the team at Britannica. And then, of course, that passed hands on to Indianica. And every year we've tried to improvise, we've tried to evolve the books, the kind of connects that we have. And we are still working on that. And each year we hope to bring up something new for you. And now we have a new series called Knowledge Bee, which is a sort of Kidopedia, a general knowledge guide to the 21st century, which we're very proud of, very happy with the way it's turned out. So both books complement each other and have their own audience, as it were. But right now, I've been asked to speak on general knowledge and quizzing and 21st century skills, which are very important buzzwords which have come out now. So if you can have the slide up, please, on the screen. This is what the subject is. And if you can allow screen share, we'll have that right up there. I want to first speak about general knowledge in the era of Google. That's the first subject, please. Okay, so this is the subject overall that we're speaking. And here are some things that I'd like to share with you. Just give me a second. Yeah. There we are. We have Noe, who's our mascot for Know For Sure. And the intention is to unlock the power of knowing in a click-driven world. You know, in an age where a quick Google search can unveil the mysteries of the universe, as it were, why should we bother with filling our minds with facts and figures? Because general knowledge isn't just about obscure trivia. It's about connecting the dots, knowing how to connect the dots in a digital landscape overflowing with information. Now, imagine a world where every conversation, every debate, and every decision is enhanced not just by what you can search up, but by what you already know. That's the world we are championing. A world where curiosity meets cognition and search engines complement synapses. They have to work hand in hand. Your knowledge base, your general knowledge, whatever other specialized knowledge you have, along with the strength of the internet, search engines, Google, Firefox, you name it. The two have to come together. Now, we have to get together as we delve into the relevance of general knowledge in the era of Google. About outsmarting a search bar. It's about outshining with insight. It's about being prepared when there's no signal, being persuasive when there's no time to look up, and being profound when shallow answers just won't do. So let's embark on this journey of intellectual empowerment. Let's celebrate the joy of knowing, because in the end, the most powerful tool isn't the one in your pocket or in your hand. It's the one in your head. That's the most powerful tool. And the point of general, it's not just a matter of outsmarting the search bar or a click bar. It's about being able to navigate the information ocean with a compass of general knowledge. That is what the point of the whole thing is. Why sail blindly through the digital sea when you can chart a course with general knowledge? It's the compass that guides you through the waves of data, helping you to spot the island of insight amidst the endless stream of information. So, don't get deluged by the kind of information, misinformation that's all around us, but use the compass of knowledge that you already have, which is fact-checked, which is verified, to move ahead. Now, general knowledge is your secret weapon in the machine age, turning you from a passive searcher or a passive recipient into an active thinker. Somebody is looking at what can be happened and what can be. In a world wired for instant answers, be the one who already has them or has a sense of knowing how to get to them. General knowledge is your secret weapon in the machine age, turning you from a passive searcher into an active thinker. Now,
In the digital age, the top search results don't always mean top-tier information. General knowledge equips you with the discernment to look beyond the most popular links and seek out the truth. It's about knowing for sure. That's the name of our series, not just knowing the surface. Everything that we've put into the book, and it's taken us so long putting it all together, is verified by multiple sources, reliable sources. That was the strength of Encyclopedia Britannica. That is very, very carefully researched, not just from one thing, not from the top Google search that pops up, but it is checked and verified. That's knowing for sure. So we want you to navigate with wisdom, not just clicks. All children should learn that. All of us need to learn that. Knowing how to navigate the net is more than just scrolling through search results. It's about understanding the pathways to accurate information. It's a skill that general knowledge hones to perfection, ensuring you go beyond the easy answers to find the right ones. Not just easy answers, the right ones. So it gives you a depth of understanding in a shallow search world. And that is what we want people to be equipped with. Enough awareness, enough general knowledge, enough discernment, skepticism, curiosity to be able to tell fact from fiction, to be able to get to the kernel of the truth. That's what this is all about. It's not just about having facts at your fingertips. It's about having a foundation of verified truth that search engines cannot shake. Right? Now, I'd like to move to the main subject to address it. We've talked about the relevance of general knowledge in the era of Google. And now let's concentrate on something that is related, which is the next part. We all know about what is being generally defined, though there are many definitions, of what 21st century skills are. So we have the official ones, which are also sort of, adapted from bigger button. Just give me half a second. Yeah. Just before that, I'd ask you to get back a little bit, people. Karthik and Mehra and Abhishek Mishra are my colleagues. They're running the slides. So let's see what's been defined as 21st century skills. Okay, here we are in a second. All of you would be familiar because this is something that would be circulating for you. Can we just have them? No. We just put them up. We have questions and answers for you. We have prizes too. Saurabh, you will tell them about that.
All right. So we're going to play the contest. Of course, you'll be given some practice time also. There are going to be the practice questions as well. But when the contest begins, since we have audience at YouTube watching live, and then we have audience in Zoom, how we're going to begin is, before we proceed, we'll tell you to raise your hand. You'll raise your hand in an order, and randomly we're going to pick and choose people. Yeah, I can see that people have started raising their hand, and I'm sure that they all want to participate, sir, in this wonderful quiz, and they want to experience the same. Accordingly, you will be chosen and you'll be given permission to become panelist. Now, once you become panelist, once we will make you the panelist, you'll get an option to press OK. So press OK so that you will be redirected as a panelist. And then you'll be given audio and video options. You can put your audio and video on, and then you can answer the questions which are going to be asked by sir. All right. So be ready. There are prized questions as well, and you're going to get some surprise rewards. And we're going to tell you, and we're going to discuss, and we're going to understand how the questions are going to be from time to time. Over to you, sir.
We're back. So we get on to the main subject, which is the role of edu-gaming in general knowledge and quizzing in building 21st century skills. Now, there we are. This is a list of 20th century skills. You might be familiar with them from the 21st century CBSE handbook, which in fact referred to several other things like the 21st century skill set put together by Harvard, by Cambridge, and they particularly refer to the one from Cambridge on the handbook. But these are what they are: critical thinking and problem solving, creativity and innovation, collaboration, communication, information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, beg your pardon, flexibility and adaptability, leadership and responsibility, initiative and self-direction, productivity and accountability, and social and cross-cultural interaction. Now, which are the ones? A number of them are addressed by quiz activity, quizzing, and knowledge-based interactivity and quizzing. So what is the role of edu-gaming? I put together some thoughts and we'll discuss them. We'll pause, we'll illustrate some of them. And later, if you have any questions, I'll be delighted to be able to answer as many as I can. Now, quizzing and edu-gaming are powerful tools, I believe, in fostering 21st century skills, making learning both enjoyable and effective. These methods provide practical applications that seamlessly integrate the essential competencies needed for students to thrive in a modern dynamic world. Quizzing, with its engaging formats, enhances critical thinking and problem solving. Students analyze information, make connections, and draw logical conclusions. And in team quizzes, of course, they collaborate, discussing ideas, and agree on answers, promoting teamwork and clear communication. And creative quizzes stimulate innovative thinking. Design quiz questions fosters originality and creativity. Quizzing also enhances information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, teaching students to evaluate and use credible information. Okay? Now, if you know, we've come up with a number of books, and we'll give you examples of them. You already know, you're familiar with both the Know For Sure series as well as the Knowledge Bee series. We went away from the textual format. We went very visual, and sort of the kind of layouts and the presentations we had, so that a lot of people are very visual in their learning. Can we just show some of those slides, please? And there we are. This is something, for instance, on, if you can see that all very clearly, on various kinds of animals in different habitats and what it is about WWF itself, what is their remit, what do they work on, how they figure it out. And there are other, we have infographics, for instance, to make things clear to people, for people who logically need to understand what is going on. And if you can hear me, can you move the slides according to what I'm speaking, please? Yes. So, you know, you have visuals, of course. You also have something like, say, the journey of a river. What happens for various parts? We illustrate it, we visualize it. And this is how you can take a look at, to explain to children how things link with the other things. What is the mountain system? What is the value system? Where the river streams come together, how the main river flows into an estuary, into a delta, and the various parts and names of it before you expand the knowledge. So these are just some of the approaches we took in Know For Sure and Knowledge Bee, which is make it very visual, make it very informative, and allow for ways in which people can get into the books through interactivity. They have to think. So it's not just soaking it. So we have little help boxes. So you have informed and educated guesswork, because good quizzing is about educated guesswork. And you can find your way into the answers one way or the other, and you can eliminate as you go along. This one, for instance, on classical dance forms of India. Okay, we've spoken of innovative quizzing, innovative thinking, and also about what we call critical thinking. Now, I'm going to put a question to everybody, and we can have a prize for it. Saurabh, would you like to name anybody? I'm going to present a question to you.
All right.
Okay. It has multiple choices, but first, just the question. Whoever thinks they have their answer, you can raise hands there. Saurabh will tell me who it is, and we'll have an interaction with you. Maybe
All
give
right.
you a mic so we can speak. Okay. Now, there's the format over there, and let's show you one question. You may have the answer to it, but let's see who comes on first. Let's see what that question is.
All right. So if you're ready, just in chat
The
box.
question is already there. Hang on, Saurabh. Which
Yeah.
is the highest mountain peak south of Delhi?
Answer in chat. Answer in chat.
That is one way to do it. We'll name it and we'll put you on a panel, and I'd really like to see you when we talk it. Which is the highest mountain peak south of Delhi? Simple question. Okay.
So I can see various answers here.
Name any one person, and let's take it
Nitin
further.
has answered Mount Everest. Bhavya, Shreyan. Shreyan answered Annamalai. Shalini answered the Trash Mountain. Shikha answered Dehri. Kirti V answered the Vindhyas. Chitra answered K2. And Akbar answered the Himalayas.
We have such a variety of, we need one mountain peak. Okay. Saurabh, name any one person that you like, and let's take it further. We'll give choices to everybody, can have a thing.
Okay.
Name any one person. So Anai Mudi has come in, Guru Shankar has come in,
Aravali
on
Range,
Mount Abu,
Girnar.
south of Delhi, we are asking. Okay, Himalaya bhai is a mountain range, Bhavna. So Annamalai is somebody else is named it. Anai Mudi is somebody that's in the Nilgiris. Somebody says, okay, can you please name any one person who you can bring onto the screen, please?
Renuka Mulai. Renuka, I'm putting you as a panelist. So just join as a panelist. It will take around 2-3 seconds for you to join as a panelist. Renuka.
Great.
Renuka is joining within a few seconds, and she'll
If
be.
you have a teammate, you can consult also. Come back on, because I'm going to ask you a related question. Okay. Let's have Renuka on. Use your heads. All of you have seen an atlas. All of you are familiar with the map of India. You're aware of, lines of latitude and longitude. When we say south of Delhi, we mean south of the line of latitude that passes through Delhi. That's the question. So are we having a panelist on, or should we just carry on?
Yeah, she's ready. Renuka, are we audible to you?
Can we have her on the screen,
audible.
please?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Renuka. How are you? Can we have that person on the screen, please?
We request you to please put your video on, Renuka, if you are here, if you're ready. Yeah, she's there. Hello, ma'am.
Okay, I can't see her. Can anybody else see her? Okay, just a little bit of R&D.
Am I visible to you, sir?
Yeah, you're visible to me. Absolutely.
Okay. Not to me, I'm afraid. I wish I could see who the person is on the other side.
Even I can't see
now.
myself.
Now you can check, sir. Now you can check.
Yes, Renuka Mule. Now I can see you. Okay, Renuka, what was your answer?
So probably I thought of the Aravali range as the answer.
The Aravali range is a range. You have to name a peak in the Aravali range.
Can we have a few more people, sir, along with Renuka, ma'am?
Yes, please.
All right.
Let's
so
do that.
I'm putting somebody's constantly answering Kanchenjunga.
Okay, have that person on.
I'll just
have that person on.
Just put you. Just give me a minute.
Okay, we'll have to, we practiced this and we thought it came on pretty quickly. So let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Whoever the next person is. We have to be quick out of this. Lots of time left. I'm enjoying this, so I'm not in a rush. But if people are in a rush, they, we really should move on. Just put anybody else on.
Yeah, very soon we'll be joined by one more teacher, Sudhashri. She's joining as a panelist.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I hope you can
she's
hear
here.
me.
She's here with us. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes.
Good
came
evening.
on
It's a
briefly.
wonderful session. I
Yeah,
must
that's
say.
Sudhashri. Sudhashri, how are you?
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you so much.
Where are you?
I am staying in Hyderabad. Basically,
Hyderabad. And Renuka Mule, ma'am, where are you?
uh, the answer is Kanchenjunga. I am a social science teacher.
Okay, Sudhashri, your answer is Kanchenjunga.
Yeah, K2.
Renuka,
We
you're
call
on
it as
mute.
K2 as well.
Okay, let's put in all the choices and see if either one of your answers, Aravali
It
is a
is,
range. As
I think it is in Aravali range only, and it could be Guru Shikhar near Mount Abu.
Okay, you're saying Guru Shikhar, Sudhashri is saying Kanchenjunga. Let's see if that's among the choices. Okay, let's put in the choices. Kilimanjaro, Aconcagua, Everest, and Vincent Massif. Neither Kanchenjunga is here, nor is Guru Shikhar. Renuka, you came in first. Pick any one. Do you know where these mountains are? If you know World Atlas, you may have an idea. These are all tall peaks in their own continents or countries as they were.
Can we just have the options again, sir?
Yeah, it's in front of you on the screen. It should be on your screen. Kilimanjaro, Aconcagua, Everest, and Vincent Massif. Sudhashri, what do you think?
It's Mount Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro, that is in Tanzania, that is in Africa? Okay,
Right.
lock it, please. Now, these are the kind of tests that you can have in your classroom too, simple multiple choice. So can we please lock Mount Kilimanjaro? Computer G, can you hear me? Computer G, can you hear me? Computer, can you hear me?
I think it is taking some time here. We'll have to check.
Lock it.
The team should lock it.
Why do you have to wait for it? Reveal. It is not Kilimanjaro. It is Mount Everest. Everest is actually south of Delhi. Just by a little less than a degree almost, but it is south of Delhi. And Kanchenjunga is a very high peak, third highest peak in the world. It's a little south of that. And of course, K2 is north of that. So somebody had said K2. That is not correct. But I'm going to ask a supplementary question, Saurabh, if you can have that person on. Who said Everest, first of all? I heard the name. So Sudhashri, Renuka, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Take a closer
Thank
look
you,
and
sir.
make people take a closer look at the peaks. What is north, what is south? None of us think Everest is actually south of Delhi. We are sitting in Delhi. So in our mind map, it is not there. But that's the kind of awareness you need to figure out. I'm going to ask you another question. I'm going to ask that without these kind of prompts to the gentleman who said Everest first. On the chat, can you just check and can we have that person on, please?
Yeah, I'll just check that. I just request the team to please also look at that. Yeah, so I could see that Santosh.
Santosh, if you're there, please come on. Put on your video, click on as a panelist.
I'll just put that, sir. Just give me a second. I'll just put that.
Yes. Because he answered first, I'm going to give him a chance to answer another question. And if he gets that right, we'll give a prize. And
Santosh, you are joining as a panelist, so press yes. We'll be taking you as a panelist. Santosh is joining very soon. And
मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ reveal करो सब सर पकड़ के बैठ गए.
all right, we have Santosh with us. Santosh, can you hear us? Yeah, we have Santosh ma'am with us. Hello, how are you, ma'am? Please unmute
I can't
yourself.
see Santosh.
Please unmute.
I can't see Santosh. But hi, Santosh, how are you?
Santosh ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
You have to unmute yourself.
No, I'm fine. Hi,
Where are you, Santosh ma'am?
I'm in Delhi and I'm a maths teacher.
And maths teacher, you
Yeah.
arrived at Everest, which is a very good one to arrive at. Did you know it or just a gut thing, or did you know what is north and south?
Actually, no idea, but I thought
Just took a shot. Just took a shot. So to all of you and to everybody, I'm going to put a supplementary question. But Santosh, you get a chance to answer first. And if you answer right, you get 1,000 rupees worth of Amazon coupons. Okay?
Okay.
You can buy a
Fine.
book, you can do what you like with it. I'm going to ask a question which is geography related. You can take this particular slide off the screen. This is something I'm going to ask you from the top of my head. I've asked this at a number of live quizzes, but you tell me if you can answer, then we'll put it up to everybody else. Okay. Think about it though. Use your critical thinking. What is the country closest to the southernmost tip of India? Santosh. The
Closest.
country closest to the southernmost tip of India. Give me an answer.
People have started writing in chat, sir, for your information.
Let's see. Let's give Santosh 10 seconds. Santosh, no Googling. Give me
No,
an
no.
answer.
No. Mhm.
Give me an answer.
No.
Any idea? Name any country closest to
Okay.
the southernmost. Huh?
India.
No. Closest to the southernmost tip of India.
Okay. Closest to Sri Lanka.
It's not Sri Lanka. Okay.
No.
What are some of the other answers? Sort of put somebody on
Let's
the
check that, sir. There are people who are writing Maldives,
Maldives.
Chile, Sri Lanka. Most of them are writing Sri Lanka only. And Sudashri is raising hand. She's already a panelist.
Okay, it's not Sri Lanka. It's not Maldives. Yes, Sudashri. What do you think the answer is?
It is Sumatra, Java, Sumatra.
Sumatra is a different island. Java is a
Sumatra.
different. I asked
Sumatra is very near to India.
I
Southern
asked country.
Sir, is it Myanmar?
Indonesia.
It's not Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Sudashri is correct. She gets the prize of 1,000 rupees Amazon coupon.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
The
Sudashri.
southernmost tip of India is not the
Yeah.
mainland tip.
Yes.
Correct.
The southernmost tip is the tip of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which used to be called the Pygmalion Point. Now it's called the Indira Point. And
Right.
that's just 100 kilometers from the Indonesian island of Sumatra.
In fact, we confuse children by asking this question, which is the southernmost point. Children get carried away and write Kanyakumari. But if we ask mainland India, it is Kanyakumari. Otherwise, it is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So
Exactly, Sudashri. That's why language and precision is so important.
Right.
What exactly are you asking? Okay, that is very important when you move to it. Thank you. Thank you.
Sudashri ma'am, there is just a request.
Thank you.
And
yeah.
for all
You
the
can figure
winners.
that out as you go along. But thank you for joining us. There are lots more questions. So we'll go on and different people will get an opportunity. Sudashri, you get a prize. Saurabh will tell you how to claim your prize.
All right.
Yes.
So the instruction is common for all. Those who are going to win just after giving the right answer, and once the correct answer is going to be declared by sir, you need to mention your email ID. Those who are watching us in Zoom, they can use the chat option. They can write their correct email ID and mobile number. And very soon we're going to have questions for our YouTube viewers as well. Using live chat option, you can mention your email ID and your contact number. Then my team will get in touch with you. And definitely the respective reward will reach to your email IDs. Thank you, Sudashri ma'am, Renuka
Thank
ma'am.
you.
and
I have
Santosh.
posted my mail ID and number. And thanks for the wonderful opportunity. And interacting with Mr. Siddhartha Basu sir is a great privilege by itself.
Thank you. Thank you.
you.
And all the best, Sudashri,
Thank you.
Renuka, Santosh. Let's
Thank you,
jump
sir.
because we spent a little time on that. Back to the subject we were discussing and the slides, the role of edu-gaming, general knowledge and quizzing in building 21st century skills. So we spoke about critical thinking, problem solving, innovative thinking, originality and creativity. And now let's speak about digital quizzing, improving technology literacy, right? Because online quizzes and digital platforms, can we have the slide back on, please? They require students to navigate digital environments proficiently. And dynamic quiz formats develop flexibility and adaptability as students adjust to new types of questions and engagement methods, okay? And we talked about technology literacy. We also have to talk about information literacy. And today we have these various kinds of things, and these are chapters we've dealt with in our books. And we were just showing you, yeah? Now, I think they want us to ask more questions. There we are. These are the various kinds of chapters we have in our books, and we'll just give you an idea of what they are. Internet, dangers and introduction, on cryptocurrency, cloud computing, on medical equipment, on artificial satellites, India and the world, These are various things of sort of, technology literacy that we have and we figure out. And then we also spoke about how we have interactive formats, which again, you can introduce in your classroom and figure it out. Let's have another one. We did a program called Quiz of the Year, and on which we introduced a number of formats. This is something perhaps you could innovate in your classroom. And there too, you have to use your thinking and whatever it is. So I'm going to ask a question. If you can come to our word search, we'll use a word search, and we put a question to the next person, whoever's going to answer, one of the panelists on Zoom. We'll come a little later, after a few questions, to the YouTube lot, if you have people on YouTube, and sort of you will tell me whether they're there or not. So let's go to a word search game, which involves a little bit of technology and creativity. And of course, you can innovate it even without. You can program it. And here is what the subject is. Whoever is sure, and whoever's from another part of the country, other than the ones who've already come on, Saurabh, just name somebody, get them on as a panelist, and let's play. And even two people, if they're on the same camera, we can play together. Here is your question.
Before we show the question,
this is not the one. This is not the one. You know what we were going to go with. We'll come to it separately. Can you take this out, please? This question, we'll come to it later.
Sir, we have to make them panelists first. So I request the audience to please use chat option. Say, we are ready. Accordingly, I'll make you panelist. Say, you are ready. I can see that. Mr. Rajiv.
Okay, name somebody who is from another part of the country, and let's have. The question is fruit or not. What is
Rajiv Chatterjee?
And what is not a fruit? Vegetables. We're all familiar with this. All your children will have their own thoughts, and you would have taught them how to distinguish one kind of food available from plants from another. Okay? Can we have one person? Any one person?
We have Mr. Rajiv Chatterjee, sir, with us. Hello, sir.
Sir.
Welcome.
Hello.
Rajiv Chatterjee, hello. How are you? I can see you. Namaskar. Apni kotha theke bolchen?
Kolkata.
Kolkata theke. You are associated with the school?
Yes, I teach in Athlete International School. I am a teacher of
Volume is very low. Can you be
I teach in Athlete International School, sir, in Kolkata.
Which international?
Athlete International School.
Admil. All right. All right. So Rajiv, you know your fruits from what things are not fruits, correct?
Right, sir.
Okay. And stay close. We'll show you now. Everybody else, take a look. This is Rajiv. If you crack all of them, 5, you have to name 5 in a word search. There's a grid of 6 across, 6 down. Answers could be diagonal. They could be across. They could be vertical, down. They could also overlap. Okay? This is, sorry, slightly different. Beg your pardon. I'm going to give you 9 choices. I'm going to show you the pictures of 9 things that we eat. All edible items. 6 of them are fruit. 3 of them are not. Lock the ones you think are fruit. Okay? Let's put in your 9 choices.
Mr. Chatterjee, be a little louder. Be a little louder.
Okay.
Okay, you can see all of them. There's capsicum, there's sweet potato, there's cucumber, there's tomato, there's lime, there's carrot, there's olive, there's brinjal, there's onion. Rajiv, you have 45 seconds. You have to name one by one which one you think is a fruit and which one is not. Okay, just lock them, and you give me the instruction, I'll lock them. We'll start your time now. Rajiv.
Okay, cucumber.
Cucumber you think is a fruit. Okay, let's lock it.
Tomato.
Tomato you think is a fruit. Okay, let's lock it.
Olive.
Olive, fruit. Okay.
Capsicum.
Capsicum you think? Capsicum is a fruit. Okay, let's lock it. 2 more.
Brinjal.
Brinjal you think is a fruit. Let's lock it. 1 last.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato is a fruit, you think. All right. Okay. Now, there's a feature called show of hands. Everybody on Zoom. How many you think Rajiv has 6 out of 6?
All of them are saying no.
Okay. Let's see how many you got right. Okay, which one is a fruit? Rajiv, how are you being able to tell a fruit from what is not a fruit? Did you use a principle, something that you could tell your students? Yes. There is a principle involved. Were you just using, and that's what we're talking about, critical thinking. Is there a principle you were using, or it was just a gut feeling?
No, based on what I had heard. So it wasn't a principle that I was using.
It wasn't. Okay,
No,
let's see
no.
how many you got right. Okay. You said first cucumber. Can that be categorized as a fruit botanically, scientifically? Yes, correct. Okay, then you said tomato, a fruit. Is that correct? That's right. You know, originally in Europe, when it was introduced from South America, because tomato came to even to India from via the Portuguese from South America, and they used to call it love apples in Europe, you know, because it's succulent and like that. That's also a fruit. Then you said olive. Is that a fruit? Yes, 3 in, 3 more to go. Capsicum, is that a fruit? 4 right. My God. Then you said brinjal. Is that a fruit? Yes. I don't know if others have figured out why they're fruits, why we can categorize the fruits. It's something that gets taught pretty early to students. You got 5 in, which is very good, Rajiv, exceptional. But I think you winged it. Finally, you said sweet potato. Is that correct? No, it is not correct. Okay. You missed a very obvious one. Rajiv, which one did you miss?
I think I missed carrot. Sorry,
No.
lime. I missed lime.
Yes, that's the one you missed. Okay, so lime is correct. Carrot is wrong. Onion is wrong. Sweet potato is wrong. And let me tell you, Rajiv, and everybody else who's watching, there's a very simple principle involved. Fruits have seeds. Anything that has a seed is a fruit. That's a definition which I'm sure gets taught to children at a very early stage. And that is the one way to distinguish one from the other. If you know the principle, which is a matter of understanding it, then you can navigate yourself through this. But I think you did very well. You get 5 out of 6. And what do you think, Saurabh? He deserves the prize?
Yeah, at least he has tried 5. He's got good marks. So we can, anyways. There was only a confusion between sweet potato and lime. I was expecting that he'll answer lime at last.
I just missed it. I somehow thought I had already said lime, so I missed it completely.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, we missed you. Anyway, so now you know, but you also know the principle, and I hope everybody
Yes,
else does.
Yeah,
And
of
that is
course.
what something that we were trying to explain. So you too
Absolutely.
get a prize on Amazon. So
Thank you.
please put
Thank
in
you
your
so
address, email, etc. And Saurabh will get the thing to you. Let's
Yeah,
get back to our slides. Now,
Mr. Chatterjee,
Edu-gaming.
please mention your email ID, right?
Yeah.
So as I was just saying, Edu-gaming makes learning interactive and immersive. When we were playing that, I'm sure everybody playing along felt, oh, that's right, that's wrong. Could it be this? Could it be that? They're thinking along. They're engaged in an active way. It enhances problem solving, strategic thinking. And if you play it as a team, maybe one row against the other, multiplayer games encourage collaboration, strategy development, and leadership, improving communication. Okay. Now, communication skills get improved in a dynamic environment. Edu-gaming fosters creativity through problem solving and creative expression. Okay. Now, we've introduced an app which is at the moment is under development. We're taking a break. For 1 year, it was on. And we had a national inter-school, beg your pardon, senior school contest, which is on YouTube. Any of you can catch up with it. So I can read loudly away from the camera. I'm reading off the computer from the slides. So forgive me for looking away every once in a while. Basically, I was talking about this app. We call it Quizzer of the Year, or Koti. And hopefully, we're hoping soon it'll be available to everybody once again. And on that, we have various kinds of games over there. So to show you what that thing is, we'll run a little demo but a little later on, we'll run a quiz. But there we were talking about all these various things: problem solving and strategic thinking, 21st century skills, collaboration, and communication skills. All right.
Sir, there is a question repeatedly asked by participants. Can you please rename the app name? Can you please repeat the app name, because they didn't hear
It is Quizzer of the Year. At the moment, it's on because, on at the end of June, we took it off Sony Live. Now it's under development. We've introduced a number of features which we'll show you a little demo very soon. But this will be open to students, particularly, perhaps to everybody. But we are looking to tie up with people before we introduce it. We'll give you a sampler of this very soon. It's called Quizzer of the Year or Quoty. But when it comes on, all of you send the addresses and to Indianica too, and we'll notify you. And we would really love you to register, and your students too, and come on to it. Okay, now, games that involve research improve information literacy by teaching students to seek and verify information. Games incorporating media content enhance media literacy. So that you can recognize one thing from the other, and to tell it out. As students evaluate media messages critically, so whether it's social media, whether it's one picture and the other, was a certain video which they say it was just shot from one part of the world, was it from another part of the world showing something else, and another thing. You have to be critical, skeptical, question, and be able to check for yourself. And digital games improve technology proficiency and develop flexibility and adaptability by presenting new challenges and scenarios. Now, this is typically, these are the kind of games that we have on our Quizzer of the Year now. These are the new introductions we've had after we took it off from Sony Live, and it's under development. So apart from a daily game, which we call Quoty Daily, which is on general knowledge, we have Quoty Newsy on news and current affairs. We have Quoty Junior for students below class 8. For instance, we have Quoty Word Whiz, which is all about English language, meaning, vocabulary, spelling, grammar, idioms, usage, that entire area of things. So that's Quoty Word Whiz. We also have Quoty Countdown. How many questions can you answer within a minute? We have Quoty Gyanpati, which is about all things Indian. We also have a two-language capability, multilingual. At the moment, Hindi and English, which can be any two languages. And we have other games as well. We have Quoty Jungli, which has everything to do with wildlife. We have Quoty Foodie, everything to do on food. We have Quoty Techie, which has got everything to do with tech matters. So those are the kind of games that we'll be having on the app. And we'd love students to come onto it, to subscribe, and to be able to play the games on a daily basis, and thereby increase their engagement, their level of knowledge and awareness, to be able to see how well they're doing, to be able to review their performance, and to be able to be part of a knowledge community, and a more knowledgeable community. That's very important. Okay, we spoke about multiplayer games enhancing social and cross-cultural skills through global interactions. When we say global, it means it can be across cities, it can be across countries, it could be regions, it could be anything, across schools. They track progress and performance, encouraging productivity and responsibility. And leading a team in a game develops leadership skills and a sense of responsibility. Right? So those are some images from our Quizzer of the Year. If you just Google, you'll get the whole playlist on YouTube. Okay? Quizzer of the Year. And very competitive. So we had a number of webisodes, those were zonal rounds. And then we had at the end of it some national rounds, which I conducted. Before that, I had my colleagues, Colonel Vembu Shankar and Joy Bhattacharya, both quizzers, quizmasters, who conducted the webisodes, which were sort of recorded with students in their own schools or homes or wherever it is. And then we had the national rounds where they all came and joined me in a studio. All of that is available on YouTube. Do take a look, and some of the formats we played with you are also there.
Sir,
okay.
There is a question asked by a participant using Q&A. They are asking that students of class 6 to 8, how they can start with this quizzing as beginners, like through this app or learning through this app. Just some suggestions on that.
I'm very clear in my mind that it's not just the most brightest students in the class or anybody should quiz or engage. I think everybody universally could get onto it. For younger students, we have the books. We have Know For Sure, and we have Knowledge V series. Do check them out. We showed you some glimpses of chapters from those books earlier. And when the app comes out, there will be cohorts. So junior students too can play on a regular basis. And I would encourage you, teachers, educators, parents, to get familiar. We've used a number of formats, even in the books, or the ones that we're sharing now, or from the television programs. See what the formats are and see how you can adapt them in your classroom. You can have charts maybe. And then you say, okay, now which one of these are correct, wrong? You can mark them. You can put them on the blackboard. If you have a screen in the room, maybe you can run it from PowerPoint or some appropriate software where you can see, what you can answer, what you can't answer. And you can use these various formats and you will find the classroom jumping. I've conducted live quizzes in all over the country for different age groups, including very little ones, very much class 6 to 8 too. And if you involve them and give lots of people chances, not just the brightest, you will find that as they play, they engage, they want to know more. And the more they quiz, the more their general knowledge quotient increases. On Quizzer of the Year, we have a factor called InfoQ. That's IQ with a difference, information quotient. And that reflects your ongoing average as you play. Is it going up? Is it going down? And we'd love your students, including the students you mentioned, ma'am or sir, between classes 6 to 8 to play those kind of games. Okay, let's get back to it. We were talking about critical evaluation and fact-checking, which are essential, as they enable looking beyond top search results and offer a foundation for navigating complex information. This approach teaches spotting and tackling biases while also developing skills to verify information from reliable sources. Now, this is a chapter from one of our books. If you can expand it, please. Okay, there you are. So let me put on my glasses and let me expand the screen itself and show it to you. Now, there we are, typical. What are the kinds of things that we are asking people to know? We're asking them to be skeptical, question things that are being fed to you on WhatsApp or by some irresponsible grown-up, or sometimes even newspapers and television channels. They're telling you things, question it. Your general knowledge should give you an action, say, find out for yourself. And you can find out for yourself through the net now, through reliable references and sources, and cross-check. Check with lots of viable sources. Somebody tells you something about Olympics, which is absolutely correct. Go to the Olympic site. Go to a solid reference like Encyclopedia Britannica. For language, go to Oxford, go to Cambridge, go to Merriam-Webster. Go to one such to find out things for yourself. How do you know? Check the sources cited. Be wary of your own confirmation bias. That you feel, yes, this is correct because I've been told so, I've grown up hearing these things from people around me, so it must be correct. Question even your own knowledge. Learn to check things for yourself. Then there are tips to fact check. These are actually part of a chapter that we have in our books. So how do you fact check information? Check official sites, check encyclopedias, like I just told you. Check scholarly sites of reputable institutions. Check credible publications, magazines, news sites. Always cross-check with more than one reliable source. So typically, we were talking about information literacy. This is one of the things, to fact-check things, to know how to navigate your way. This is an important part. This is how quizzing has to do with 21st century skills. Okay, let's get back to some of the points that I still wanted to make before charging on ahead. By integrating quizzing and edu-gaming, educators create a rich educational environment that nurtures essential 21st century skills. These methods make learning enjoyable and ensure comprehensive skill development, preparing students for future challenges and opportunities. Those are some of the points. You can cross-check, tick the boxes against what are the recommended ones that you pick up, and you'll find that lots of boxes get ticked. And I want to now be able to play some questions with you and also demonstrate some of the things before we move on. And I'm going to sum up points at the end and, of course, take questions. Some of them already taken. Saurabh has put them through to me. So we will do that as well. But so we will work it in that way. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask my colleague, our content Bhaskar Jyoti De, why don't you do a little demo of Quizzer of the Year? When that app becomes available, it's just been a little over a month off. We'll show you something that we can play. Now, put the app on. So that's all the games that I mentioned, all 24/7 games.
There are a few participants asking for the YouTube link. I just request them to please type
Quizzer of the Year.
Quizzer of the Year. They'll get the links.
Yeah. Quizzer of the Year. It'll come on. It's on YouTube. It's on the channels of Sony Live and Sony Entertainment Television, both. And playlists are there. And you just go to the playlist and you can play. There are 23 episodes. You can catch up with any one of them. All right. So I was telling, so now that's the home page. And can you expand and zoom in, please? Okay. So there we are. We'll run with any one person. Let's get one panelist. I'd like one panelist to play. And we can play Quoty Junior.
Right, I can see that
Quoty Wordwiz. I'll give you a little demonstration.
People have already started raising their hands and they all are right.
Pick anyone from another part of the country.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just do that.
From another city. Let's begin with Quoty Wordwiz, okay, which has to do with the English language. So whoever's very confident of, the kinds of things that we ask there, you can go there. Don't go immediately.
So Dr. Sudipta Saha, we are promoting you as a panelist. Please join as early as possible.
Is that from the east of the country? Again, from the name, I know that she's a Bengali. And is she from Kolkata too? So I thought, anyway, we'll have variety later on.
Just check that.
Sudipta ma'am, welcome. Let's see you.
Dr. Sudipta Saha, sir.
Yeah. Doctor, I beg your pardon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, Sudipto.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sudipta, he was pronouncing. So you know that would normally be female.
It's written like that, sir. It's written like that.
Okay. So Sudipta Babu, kotha theke bolchen?
স্যার আমি কলকাতা থেকে বলছি এবং প্রথমেই আপনাকে জানাই আমার সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম। আমি অত্যন্ত ভাগ্যবান যে আপনার মেডিকেল কলেজ ডেজে আপনার কুইজে কিন্তু আমি পার্টিসিপেট করেছিলাম স্যার বিনস্টক কুইজ সামিটে।
On HCL, fantastic. Welcome. So this should be right up your street. This is simple English and we work it out. But Saurabh, you took me back to Kolkata, after just the last person was also in Kolkata. Let's spread it out the next time round, okay? Not because we have anything against Kolkata, that kind of thing, but because, so that we have lots of participation from different parts of the country. Okay.
Can I have one more, sir? If you say,
yes,
can I
sir.
have one more?
Sorry?
Can I have
yes,
one
sir.
more participant?
Not for this, for the next game.
All
Let
right.
him play this independently. Okay. So, on the quiz, this is a 24/7 game. So you can pick any day of the week. So this is running for this, and you can catch up during any time. So we have a set of questions. At the moment, it's just 6 questions to do with English language. Here it is. Start the quiz. So I will ask you quickly, lock your answers, and then we'll move on to the next question. The moment you get it right or wrong, okay, I'll tell you. It's going to count down, and we'll come to it. Just expand the frame also, so I can read. What is this called? You've done medical college. Vestibule, septum, or isthmus? This part of the nose. Name anyone. Name anyone.
Vestibule, sir.
It's not the vestibule.
Isthmus, sorry. Very sorry.
Anyway, yes, it's the isthmus.
Yes,
It's correct. You also have a geographical isthmus, but in medical anatomy, this is the isthmus. Okay.
Yes.
So there you are. Now fill in the blank. I'm going to take my lunch dash now.
The second one, sir. Break. B-R-E-A-K.
Break. Yeah. They're homonyms. They sound the same, but of course, that is the correct one. So for children, the exercise with homonyms, now it moves to the next one.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Question number 3. Complete this common phrase, beat around the dash.
Beat around the corners.
Corner, you say? Click?
Yes, sir.
No, beat around the bush. That
Bush,
means don't come to the point.
Yeah.
Talk about it all the time. All right. Next question. You got one right. Here's question number 4. What is the correct spelling of this word? We don't have audio on now. Consensus. The 3 options. Name any one. Top, middle, bottom.
Sir, the last one. Third
The
one.
last one.
Yes, sir.
That is incorrect. It's a top one. Consensus. CONSENSUS. Let's move to the next one. Question number 5. The word salary comes from the Latin word salarium.
Salt.
Which was
Salt.
originally, there's the quizzer coming up. Salt, he says. All right, that is correct. Yes, it means salt. The Roman soldiers used to be paid in salt. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why salary comes from that, and that's how it's figured out. Fill in the blank. The dash awarded certificates to the class toppers at the ceremony.
Sir,
Top
the
of what?
second one. Second one.
The principal. Again, another homonym. Okay, so you got 3 in, and you didn't get 3. So you, out of the 6 questions, that's how it is. And the more you play, everybody who's been taking part, that's how it is. And on the app, we have a review function. If you can just show that. Okay. So you can see how much time the first one had exhausted. So, it's showing 0. No, you didn't get points, I beg your pardon, but you took 16.62 seconds. Okay. On the second one, you took 10 seconds. So you can analyze with what speed you're answering what question. Let's scroll down, please.
I got it, sir.
So now we also have contextual information, ladies and gentlemen, on each answer. So you can take a look at the information. The septum is a thin part dividing tissues or spaces in an organ such as the nose or the heart. So the septum is the answer that we wanted. Okay, not the vestibule. It was the isthmus, and not isthmus either. Okay, that was the geographical term that I mentioned. It's the septum. Yeah, isthmus. Yes. Yeah. That's another one. Okay, now here are the other explanations that we have. So for people who want to understand why one answer is wrong and why one answer is right, they can analyze their performance and they can see which one they answered right or wrong. That's one game. Let's have somebody else. I'll do another game from Koti before moving on with the rest. Okay,
thank you, sir.
Another category. Yes, thank
you.
you.
Very good.
Thank you, Dr. Shudipto.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let's play Koti Junior, because a lot of them are teachers. A lot of them would be teaching junior classes. And let's have somebody playing this, and we'll find out more about the person.
All right, so we have Nisreen M. Boldwala. Nisreen, I'm promoting you as a panelist. Just join it. Nisreen.
Hi, Nisreen. How are you?
She's just joining. Just give me 2 seconds, sir.
Yes, of course.
2 seconds, she's joining us.
We are going to play Koti Junior, which is general knowledge questions for younger students, because somebody was asking below class 8. This is the kind of questions we would have. And a lot of them are derived from...
Yes, sir.
A lot of them are derived from...
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you, Nisreen? Can I see you, please?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, sir.
I'd love to see you on the screen.
Sir, I have started my video.
Yeah.
Am I
Are you,
visible?
Nisreen? Which part of the country are you logging in from?
Sir, I am from Bhopal.
From Bhopal. Lovely
Yes, sir.
city, from what I remember it only as a boy. Lots of lakes,
Absolutely,
some very
sir.
nice architecture, some
Yes, sir.
palaces.
Yes, sir. City of lakes and architecture, heritage
wonderful.
buildings. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and a number of people have really started enjoying shooting in
Absolutely,
there
sir.
now. Yeah, because,
Right, sir.
architecture, many parts of it are very, very nice indeed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is on Koti General Knowledge. Are you a teacher?
Yes, sir. I'm a teacher.
Any particular subject?
Sir, science and English is also my forte.
Okay, now this is going to be general knowledge. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But it's at the
I'll
level
try
of
my
junior
best.
school. So I wish you best of luck. So everybody,
Thank
this
you,
is
sir.
on our app when it comes out. It was till just a month ago. And once we've done lots of things with it, find our allies, we'll be going on. So let's start the quiz for, pick any date. So let's start it for Nisreen.
Nisreen, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
This way. Okay. Countdown, 0. Here's your question. What is the name given to this giant statue of Jesus Christ in Rio de Janeiro? King of Kings, Christ the King, or Christ the Redeemer? Nisreen, it's one of them. Name anyone. Your clock is ticking.
The third one, Christ the Redeemer.
Christ the Redeemer on top of a hill. Absolutely right. It's the highest point in Rio de Janeiro. That is correct, and you get that right. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, which of these is equal to 12 inches? Foot, meter, or yard?
1
Foot,
meter.
you say? Okay, you would click on foot when you're playing it. So, okay. Let's move on to question number 3. You've got 2 in. Doing well, Nisreen. You get all 6, you'll get a prize. Which of
Absolutely,
these
sir.
temples is in Tamil Nadu? Dilwara temples, Meenakshi temple, or Lingaraj temple?
Lingaraj, I suppose, sir.
Have another
Yes,
think.
sir.
Time is still ticking.
Sir, I can't see the first one because people are typing now, host and panelists.
Doesn't
So I
matter.
can't
You give
see
me
that
an answer.
option.
Give me Meenakshi.
Second one, Meenakshi.
Meenakshi, all right. That's in Madurai, incidentally. A very famous Gopuram and this thing. What is this carnivorous plant called? Venus flytrap, sundews, or pitcher plant?
Pitcher plant.
Sure?
Most probably, sir. Fly trap. Sorry.
Okay.
Because the flies.
Whoever's clicking on your behalf is being very kind. Okay. So you got that. Flytrap. Now, which of these festivals is known as Vijay Dashami? Dasera, Pongal,
Dashera,
Diwali.
100%.
Dashera. All right. Okay. The 10th day. That's Vijay Dashami, on which victory is grounded.
Yes, sir.
And the last question for you. Which of these planets does not have rings? Venus, Jupiter, or Saturn? No rings. You teach science as well.
Venus.
No rings? Yes, absolutely right. So let's see your results. Let's see how well you've done at the end of 6 questions. Just 6 questions, a snap quiz. Okay, there you are. You get 50 points for that. And this is the kind of time you took on all the questions. You know, we keep it on very competitive quizzes, we keep it 10 seconds, but it's flexible. We can, you know, especially for younger people, we can take it for longer, such as 20 seconds. And of course, you can see information. There's information about Christ the Redeemer, for instance. If you can just expand it, I can take a look. The construction began in 1926, wasn't completed in 31. It stands 96 feet tall, hands outstretched, spanning 92 feet. It's located in one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It's been pointed as that, and at the top of a peak overlooking Rio de Janeiro. So well done, Nisreen. 5 out of 6 is good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Does she get the prize even with prompting, which was coming on chat on the screen? That's for you to tell. So,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And sir, it's a
you get a
pleasure
prize.
talking.
Pleasure
Sir, it's my
speaking to you too
pleasure
and playing
honor
with
to
you.
Playing with you, yes, sir. It's a biggest dream because I love playing quizzes and I arrange in my school and colleges. So it's a pleasure to be in front of you.
Pleasure for me too.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you so much.
And thank you for doing well. And you must spread the word. You must get the students interested in quizzing.
Absolutely, sir.
Even in quizzing, use different formats. And please refer to our Know For Sure or Knowledge Bee books, because there's lots of interesting.
Thank you, sir.
And, you know, we can show you the kind of chapters before we move on to some competitive quizzes for the next lot. We are ready now to go to YouTube too. We can have a question for the YouTube too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Nisreen ma'am, kindly share your credentials. Kindly share your email ID.
Sure.
And mobile
I'll
number
type in.
the
I'll
chat.
type it. Yeah. I'll type on the chat box. Thank you very
Nisreen
much.
ma'am. Thank you. And now the next question is for all our YouTube viewers. I'm sure all of you are viewing at this point of time. So the question will come on your screen. Please use the live chat. But before we start with the question, I want all of your acknowledgement. Please mention I'm ready in the live chat. I'll just check the chat list. Please mention I'm ready.
Somebody here says, Rajeshwar says, her son won 5 prizes on Quiz of the Year when the app was on. His name was also Siddhartha. Please say a big hello to him. Congratulate him. And congratulations to you for raising a child who's well-informed and can win prizes just like that.
That's wonderful.
Fantastic. Okay, now I can see the chat form over there. So various people on, I can see Rajeshwari, of course, was there. There's Chetna from Maharashtra. There's Jaya from Kota. Neelam from Jharkhand. Then there's Deepthi, I'm not sure from where. Shireen, we just spoke to. Renuka, Anila, lots of people over there. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so who do we get from YouTube? And can somebody join me here, please, and tell me what's coming on YouTube, somebody in my team and my office, so that I can see, you know, what some of the responses are, who some of the people are. Of course, Saurabh will inform me, but tell me, are people ready on YouTube? You tell me when.
They are ready. They are ready. All of them are constantly writing, we are ready.
They are ready. Yeah. On YouTube, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right here, I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, Bhaskar Jyoti De. He's a content head for been with us for more than 20 years. For all our books, of course, that we worked on shows like Kaun Bane Crorepati. He was on Mastermind. He's come like that. So he's going to cue me in on the YouTube things. There's a delay on YouTube. There's a 9-second delay. So, bear with us. Okay, I'm going to have a multiple choice question, a simple one for everybody on who's watching on YouTube. You can't come on as panelists, I'm afraid, but you put it in chat and I'll name the person. Okay, here is your question. Can we go on? We have our own proprietary software called Cuisine. Cuisine spelled Quizine. So this works on that. So let's have a question for all of the people on YouTube alone, and I will call out some of the answers, or Bhaskar will. After oxygen, which element makes up the highest percentage of the Earth's crust? And your choices are aluminium, iron, calcium, silicon. There's going to be about a 10-second delay between Zoom and
People have already
YouTube.
started answering, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for people who are answering from
Sindhu
YouTube.
Manoj.
What are some of the kind of answers?
Bhavya Bansal written silica.
Sindhu, Bhavya, sorry, who's saying iron?
Arjun has written
Arjun
iron.
says iron, somebody said. Sorry?
Yatin has written iron. Praneeth, iron. Ruchi.
Iron, lots of people are saying iron.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who said iron first? Can we take a look?
It's Arjun. It's Arjun who said iron.
Arjun.
Arjun.
Okay. Who said silicon first?
Silicon. Can you please take it a little? Yeah. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Quickly.
Bhavya Bansal. Bhavya Bansal said
no, it's Sindhu Manoj. It's Sindhu Manoj. Sindhu Manoj.
Sindhu Manoj or Bhavya? Yeah. Which one of them?
Sindhu
Bhaskar
Manoj
says,
has written silica. Bhavya Bansal has written silicon.
Silica. Silica.
Will you consider silica as well, sir?
I'm going to ask the science guys. We have a scientist, Abhishek Kesha, वहां से बोला silica या silicon कौन सा accept करे?
So silicon.
Silicon.
Okay, silicon is Bhavya Bansal.
Bhavya Bansal, let's lock silicon. That is the correct answer. Okay. So you get that special coupon. That is the element makes up the highest percentage of the Earth's crust. Okay. Now the same person won't get a chance on another one. While we have people on YouTube, let's be done with it. We are set up for that. We'll come back to the people on Zoom separately. Next question on a very different kind of subject. Let's have it once again for all of the people on the YouTube. Before we give the choices, here is the question. And let's see how people can answer even without it. Which Sikh ruler is known to have said, in quotes, God intended me to look upon all religions with one eye. That is why he took away the light from the other. Gap for YouTube people, Zoom people, you've already answered.
So we've got the answers again. Bhavya Bansal.
Bhavya Bansal, good. Thank you for your answer. But let's see what others have said.
Raj Shankar Das has also answered. Ranjit.
Bhavya, for your first question, just punch in where you're from so that we can fill in little detail. Which city, what school, etc. Somebody says Guru Gobind Singh. Somebody says lots of people are saying. Let's see what the choices are. Okay. At the moment, we have Tej Bahadur with Gobind Singh, Ranjit Singh, and who said Gobind Singh first? He's not there, so forget about that. Okay. None of the other answers are here. So who said Maharaja Ranjit Singh first?
Maharaja Ranjit Singh.
Raj Shekhar? Raj Shankar Das said that first. Is that correct? Just corroborate it, Saurabh.
Yes, you're right.
That is correct. That is correct. Punch in where you're from, so we also have an idea. Maharaja Ranjit Singh is absolutely the correct answer. He'd lost one eye. And for much of his reign, that's how he managed, and that's how he did it. And that is a well-known fact about him, but it's an interesting fact.
So I request Bhavya and Raj Shankar to please mention your email IDs using the same chat option, and we'll get back to you. Mention your email IDs.
so that you know the prize can get to you, folks. So Rajshekar Das, you said, right? So where are you from, Rajshekar? Congratulations. Huh? Raj Shankar Das. So you just mentioned where you're from. Okay. Battery. See, oh, now shit.
Bhavya Bansal and Raj Shankar Das. Raj Shankar Das says that he's from West Bengal. And Bhavya, where are you from?
West Bengal. If you mention your school, etc., we can talk about. Let's get to the next question. Yeah. I'm going to have a little bit of a charge from the move to another mic, I think. Beg your pardon. Okay. So the next person, as a matter of fact, let's have that person on. The next question, beg your pardon. Here it is. Time along the standard meridian of India, passing through which place, was made famous by a web series and is taken as a standard time for the whole of India. Only for YouTube participants. We'll come back to a few more YouTube questions at the end, but this one is for all of you. Before I put in the choices, time along the standard meridian of India, passing through which place, made famous by a web series, is taken as a standard time for the whole of India.
The people are writing answers, sir. Most of them have written Mirzapur.
Somebody says Prayagraj, somebody says Allahabad, somebody says Nagpur, somebody says Mirzapur. Niharika says very easy. Niharika, so put in the answer if it's so easy, so we'll know what it is. Yeah. Somebody says Banaras, and somebody says once again. Okay. So I'm going to put in all the choices. Jamtara, Ujjain, Mirzapur, or Bhopal. We have at least 2 television series here. Any takers for Jamtara on YouTube?
Just check if somebody has written Jamtara.
No?
Yeah, there are people, sir. There are people. Yeah, we can see
Who
that.
said Jamtara? Okay. Who said Mirzapur first?
Mirzapur, it's Manish. Manish Masai.
Manish Massi. Massi, Manish, put in where you're from. Manish Massi. Let's lock Mirzapur.
Manish is from Udaipur, Rajasthan, sir.
Udaipur, Manish. Hallelujah. You've got it right. That is the correct answer.
That's right.
Okay, Mirzapur is when the meridian passes through, which is taken for Indian standard time. IST is measured by the line that goes through Mirzapur, and that was chosen from that point of view. It is geographically, vertically, in the in terms of the line of longitude that passes kind of through the center of India. That's why the British chose it, and that is the correct answer, and you get a prize for that. Let's move back to the lot on Zoom and have another question for them, and they get a prize for it too. And maybe we move to a different kind of format that we can have for them. Maybe we have a word search, and anybody who are 2 people together, maybe we can see them together. Okay, right. We'll come back with 2 more questions for people on YouTube. But for the moment, let's come back to Zoom. A couple of more questions before I sum up.
Let me just put 2 people, sir. 2 people.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I'll just do that, sir. Just give me a minute.
If they are together, otherwise, even if there's 1 person, it's okay. This is the word search. I thought we was beginning with the word search. I was mistaken. My bad. So now we'll give you the subject of the word search.
So one is Shalja.
It's a simple one. Identify genres of music. For kids, something like this would be fantastic. Any one individual from a different parts of the country. We've had the West. We haven't really had the North. Well, Bhavya Bansal was from where? I forgot to ask.
Bhavya from Ghaziabad.
From Ghaziabad. So North is also. In South, we had Hyderabad, and we've had East twice over. So it's up to you, Saurabh. Pick somebody from maybe
we're taking Shalja from Rajasthan.
Okay, Shell from Rajasthan. We just had somebody from Udaipur winning.
Manish is from Udaipur. Is a YouTube participant, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that we've just had somebody from the West. We will give Shalja another chance. But for now, can we move down south, deep south? To identify genres of music. From Tamil Nadu, maybe from Kerala, maybe from Karnataka, Telangana. Since Telangana, we've had Hyderabad.
We have
Somebody from
Bhuvaneshwari,
Andhra.
ma'am.
Sorry?
We have Bhuvaneshwari, ma'am, from Tamil Nadu. I'll just put her as a panelist.
Okay, Bhuvaneshwari, hi. Everyone will be able to see you too. You're very welcome.
Just joining. Just give me a minute, sir. She's just joining. Hi, Bhuvaneshwari, ma'am. Please put your video and audio on.
Okay.
Sir, I have made it. Very good evening, sir. This session was very interesting, actually. I started in my school. My school time gets over by only by 4 o'clock. Actually, my colleague has informed me that we got a link in the Zoom through Britannica. Just joined it. I was walking from my school to my home. Till then, I was hearing it through mine. It was very interesting. Now I'm continuing for the past 1.5 hours. Yeah, I didn't get bored at all. Very good session, sir.
Thank you. Look, I know it's time, but I'm trying to rush it because it's taken over. I'm delighted to carry on, but I'll be guided by Indianica and all of you how long you will carry on. Bhuvaneshwar, so where are you teaching?
I'm teaching in SBOA International School, sir. SBOA, yeah.
SBOA International School. All right, so you would be familiar with genres of music, correct?
Yeah, I'm very much interested, actually, not little bit.
Okay, so we're going to present a word grid for you, 6 across, 6 down. And they're going to be names of 5 genres of music embedded there. You have to pick them out. It could be across, it could be down, it could be diagonal. It could also overlap. All right?
Okay, sir. Fine.
You have a minute. And so one by one, you give me a name. And if you get it right, that gets locked. If you get all, you're going to get a special prize. Amazon coupons worth 1,000 rupees for Indianica. All right?
Thank you. Okay, I'll try.
Let's put in the grid now.
Okay.
Let's put in the letters. Name 5 genres of music hidden here. 60 seconds starting now.
Rock music.
Rock. Let's lock it.
Jazz.
Jazz. Very good. Let's lock it.
Maybe hip hop is there.
Hip hop. Is hip hop there? Diagonal. Very good. Very good.
Yes. Then.
2 more.
Yes, I'm trying.
It could be down.
Yes.
It could be diagonal across.
Yes.
Could overlap also. You have 30 seconds. You have enough time. Go row by row. Down.
Yes, I'm trying.
Across.
Rock, I'm not getting. Yes. No, sir, I'm not getting anything. How many more, sir? How many more? Yeah.
2 more. 10 seconds. Okay.
Maybe I'm not familiar with those words, I think.
Time.
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Now, this is typically we play as a team game. So there's room for collaboration.
Okay.
It could be 2 people, 4 people, or 1 row if you play in class. So which are the ones she's missed? Let's show it to her and to everybody else. And people on Zoom you could have missed. You missed Sufi.
Okay, sir. I'm not familiar with it. Okay,
Mystic
fine.
music.
Yes, disco. I know that. Yeah, I missed disco. Correct.
Sufi is one, and disco.
Yes, I missed. I thought it's a dance, but it's not a music. I thought.
Okay, there you are. So you got all of that. Saurabh, prize, no prize. Do we move on to another one?
Yeah, we can move into another one. She's done a good try, but yeah, not completed.
Okay,
not completed.
So we'll move on to somebody else this time. Maybe from further north of Delhi and Ghaziabad, if there's somebody, and if somebody from the east, which is not from just Kolkata, West Bengal, other places too. So let me know.
Yeah, I'll just check that.
What are we going to play? Abhishek, tell me, are we going to play another word search or something else?
And for all, I just would like to announce that all of you are going to get the participation certificate, e-certificate from Indianica Learning. Very soon, we're going to share the link on Zoom as well as YouTube. There are only 4 questions. That's a kind of a feedback, and your email IDs are required for us to send it. So please wait for that. Participate in this, and at last, we are going to share that link with you in order to get your participation e-certificate for the same. Right. So what's the another name?
Okay. So I will give you
a name from Kerala.
Sorry?
We have Mr. Naeem from Kerala. Naeem
Great.
Sharif.
We'll go with it. But Saurabh, I've said we have to move different parts of the atlas.
All right.
I requested further north of Delhi, if possible, further east or adjoining West Bengal. But let's go with Kerala now, but just spread it out. So as a principle, if you can just, shift it around each time. Okay?
Sure, sir.
So we are playing word search.
What can we play? Let's play another word search. Scientist, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's have the panelists on first.
Hold on.
5 units named after scientists is the question. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Naeem is there with us.
Yes, I'm here.
Naeem, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine,
Salam.
sir. It's my immense pleasure that I'm getting an opportunity to share the space with
Pleasure
you.
to speak to you. So are you a teacher? Are you associated with the school?
I'm education consultant.
Education consultant. Welcome. Which part of Kerala?
I'm from Kannur.
Kannur.
Yes.
Kerala is one of the favorite parts of the country for me, one of the favorite states. I love so many things about it. It's food, it's landscape, it's really God's own country, and its plurality. That's one of the things which is wonderful, I think, about Kerala, and its sense of equality. From very early on. For me, equality, equality, you know what I mean? The French terms from the French Revolution. There you are. So you're familiar with science. You can pick up 5 units named after scientists.
Definitely.
Okay. You saw how this game is played. Let's put in a grid of 6, please.
Sure.
And put in the letters. The 5 units embedded there, named after scientists. We'll start your time now.
Joule.
Joule.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yes. A unit of energy. Correct. Named after James Prescott Joule.
Ohm.
Others?
Ohm. H-O.
Ohm,
O-H-M.
absolutely right. Correct. It's unit of electrical resistance. Very good. 3 more. Named after George Simon Ohm. Across, diagonal, down, overlapping. Go
Tesla.
row by row. Sorry?
Tesla.
Tesla, absolutely right. After Nikola Tesla, unit of magnetic flux density. 20 seconds, 2 more. Just 2 more. Move from the left to the right, from the top to row by row. Just go. They are right there, staring in front of you. Time. You two got 3. Like the player before you. Okay, let's see on screen. Punch in your answers. Somebody says Farad. That is correct. After Michael Faraday, unit of electrical capacitance. Yeah. And somebody also says Kelvin. That was Mukta, who said Kelvin, named after William Thomson, first Baron Kelvin. It's a unit of temperature. But fantastic. I'm glad you played, but you saw the level of engagement. And I told you, Naeem, as I was telling the other lady, that if you play it as a team, they can prompt each other, they can tell each other, create excitement, and they will find out more about the thing. This is the point of, inquiry, a sense of curiosity, a sense of gaming, which makes things exciting for people. The point is, if you put fun into learning, it's something that sticks and people can remember. I hope you enjoyed playing that, Naeem.
Yes, sir. Very much. It's been my
Good to
immense
see.
pleasure. So I didn't get to complete all the
That's
5.
okay. That's okay. The whole point of it is to, we all have to be lifelong learners.
Definitely.
And so we pick up something we may have missed just at that point. You may not have seen it clearly. You may have known it, but may not be able to recognize it. So like that. And there are simple games. If there's anybody among the contestants, a teacher who has a youngster, a kid around with them, I'd love to see them on as one of the panelists. After this, we'll go to YouTube. So name somebody. There was somebody you named, and we said we'll come back to her later. She was from Jaipur, I think, or was it Jodhpur, something like that. We can go to her maybe. Tell me. And we'll play a mix and match round. A mix and match is one with a difference. These are the kind of things that with a variation that you can do in class. Okay? And this is a simple one. Let's have the question. Who you want to name? Match these sports persons with their respective sports. Whoever wants to take it from another part of the country, please take it. 1 second. I'm going to have to change my audio input because my battery, it's colliding.
Do we take somebody from Haryana, sir, this time? Or Himachal? There's some technical glitch, and till the time Mr. Basu will start, I would like to inform you that the books which he mentioned, both Knowledge B and Know For Sure, are exclusively available for at Indianiga Learning. You can contact us. You can join our community. We have our community WhatsApp number as well. The WhatsApp which was sent to you, been receiving registration messages. So you can share your consent and then we can add you into the subject specific groups. We already have that. Join our community in order to get some more detailed, interactive, interesting information, some feeds, upcoming webinars, and you'll get to see a lot of interaction if you join the community with Indianica Learning that we can commit you.
Okay.
And
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Saurabh?
it's audible, sir. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Should we carry on?
Please, sir.
Who are you going to name as a panelist? Let's have that.
So I just wanted to check with you, sir. Can we take somebody from Haryana, Himachal?
Wherever you like. Saurabh, you
All
tell
right.
me the name.
So I'll take
Himachal is fine.
Sangeeta ma'am from Himachal.
Sure. Let's have her on.
Just
And if there are any kids in the house or something, pull them together. This is a very simple one. But it's a mix and match with a difference. So let's
do we
have
need
you
two
on,
people
ma'am.
or only one person, sir?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay. So Sangeeta ma'am, you are here. Please put your video and audio on. Sangeeta. And we have, yeah, Sangeeta ma'am.
Next, we'll move east, okay? Some state other than West Bengal. It could be Orissa, it could be Jharkhand, it could be Bihar, it could be any of the northeastern states, okay? If possible. Sangeeta, how are you, ma'am?
Ma'am, please unmute.
How are you, ma'am?
Good, sir.
Good, sir. Where are you speaking from?
I'm speaking from Sundarnagar district, Mandi, Himachal Pradesh.
I know where Sundarnagar is. That's right, Mandi. I passed through it on the way to Kulu, Manali, Bilaspur, all those places.
Yes, yes,
Welcome.
yes.
And you teach at a school?
Yes, I teach in St. Mary's Convent School.
What do you teach, ma'am?
Basically, I teach chemistry and biology.
Chemistry and biology. Okay, this has to do with sport, general knowledge. Okay. Do you do a bit of quizzing in school too? Is there quiz activity in your school?
Little bit louder, can you speak?
You have
I
any
can't
quiz
hear you.
activity in your school?
Yes, yes. I used to conduct quiz activities also.
Very good. I hope you'll do even more of it, and you'll use some of these games, and do refer to our books and match these sports person with their respective sports. Now we are going to put a set of 5 pictures, but give you 8 choices. Now that's the twist. But these are simple enough. One by one, you have to match them. You have time to change your mind, and you will have a time limit set for you. Okay, Sangeeta ma'am. What is your favorite sport, incidentally?
In sports, I'm so weak.
Well, what do you like watching, for instance, on television?
Watching cricket.
Cricket you like. Okay, let's see if there's any cricketer here. Let's have your choices. P.R. Srijesh, Lakshya Sen, R. Pragnananda, Manika Batra, Nikhat Zareen. All of these names are in the news these days because of the Olympics, and otherwise also they are very, very champion, they're absolutely fantastic sportsmen, champion sportsmen. You have to match them with their respective sports. We're going to give you 8 choices. And on Zoom, people, you can punch in answers as long as, it doesn't come in over here. So let's have your 8 choices at the bottom. I hope you can see it. Chess, boxing, football, tennis, wrestling, hockey, badminton, table tennis. You have to match one by one, and we lock it, and later we'll tell you which ones are right. You have 60 seconds. We'll start your time now.
Okay. Sir, Srijesh, that is with hockey.
Srijesh, hockey. Let's lock that.
Lakshay Sen is
very much in the news.
Football.
Football, you think? Okay, let's put football for Lakshya Sen. You say. R. Pragnananda.
Pragnanda, chess.
Chess, you think, for Pragyananda?
Yes. Manika Batra is badminton or table tennis.
One of the two.
Badminton, I
You have
think.
to choose anyone.
Badminton.
Badminton. Okay. And Nikhat Zareen.
Zareen is boxing. Boxing.
Boxing, you say. All right. You have 5 seconds. You can make any change that you want.
Table tennis. Manika Batra, table tennis.
Okay. I'll give you a chance to change that. Okay. Just change. I know time is up. Can we change badminton, tennis? So is it okay? We are changing for your case. Normally we don't. Okay. So we've locked it now and we give you a double chance, which normally in competition we wouldn't have. But you said first, P.R. Srijesh, hockey. Is that correct? Correct. He's the hero of our bronze medal over there. He's the goalkeeper. And they call him the Wall because, and he's more than 40 years old now and he blocks every ball. So that is correct. Then you said Nikhat Zareen, boxing. We're moving to the other side. And she's a world champion boxer. Absolutely. She lost in the Olympics, but yes, that is correct. Then you said Pragyananda for chess. That is also correct. He's a grandmaster and one of the most champion players of the country at the moment and very young too. So then you said Manika Batra, you changed your mind from badminton, table tennis, badminton, table tennis. Manika Batra, Sangeeta, plays table tennis. Very good. So that is the correct answer. Finally, Lakshya Sen. He's been playing. Everybody's been watching and he came very close. All right. To playing in the semi-finals. And he's a Pahadi, like you. Does he play football? No. He's a badminton champion. Okay. So that is the correct answer. But you got 4 out of possible 5. Does she get a prize?
Yeah, she'll surely get the prize because she has tried her level best.
Beniwal from Indenica says you get a prize. Please put in your email, etc. And they know how to contact you. You can send your address so that, they can get your prize across to you, which is actually, they'll communicate it. Maybe it's just a link because it's an Amazon coupon for 1,000 rupees. And hopefully you'll find you can buy books with it. Maybe general knowledge books. Okay. All right. Good for you.
Sangeeta, ma'am, please mention your email ID. Mention your email ID, ma'am.
Now, time is running. I can carry on, but I want to wrap it up. I have a little bit, about 4 or 5 minutes to speak about. I'm happy to take questions. But should we do some more questions for YouTube before I move on with the closing?
We can take one last question for YouTube, sir.
Okay, one last question for YouTube. Then we'll get back to some summary points. And then I'm happy to take questions from any of the panelists or people on YouTube. Okay.
All right, so the YouTube participants, please join. Please be very active. The next question is for you. Over to you, sir.
And you're playing for 1,000 rupees, remember. Okay, and of course, the pleasure of quizzing. That's very important. Yeah. Okay. So I hope everybody on YouTube is ready. Bhaskar, I'd like you in so that, we can see what the question is and what people are saying. All right. Everybody on YouTube, welcome back. Here is your question. At which historical location did the British conduct the Indian National Army trials? Okay, simple question. Let's start having the answers on YouTube. Before the choices come in, Bhaskar is back. Come into frame. Instead of be half there and half there. For those who joined late, Bhaskar Jyoti De, our content head. At which historical location did the British conduct the Indian National Army trials?
Yes.
All right. So we're getting a lot of, somebody says Dehradun, somebody says Meerut. A lot of people are saying Red Fort.
Red Fort,
Who
yes.
first said Red Fort?
Neelam Agarwala.
Neelam Agarwala. Neelam, where are you from? Put that into the chat form, please. Let's put in the choices.
She's from West Bengal, sir.
Okay, Neelam Agarwal from West Bengal. And what was the answer that she gave?
She has answered Red Fort.
Red Fort. Let's lock that. That is the correct answer, Neelam Agrawala. You get a prize worth 1,000 rupees. Very good indeed. Yes, that's where the trials were held for the INA. That's what the British chose to have it. And that was absolutely famous, had a great panel of lawyers, and Jawaharlal Nehru was among them. And luckily, of course, there was independence and things sorted themselves out. That's where the trials were held. One more question for YouTube, and then we'll get back to it.
All right.
One more question for all of you on YouTube. Everybody, alert, please. Here's the question. In Hindu mythology, who is the consort of the god Agni? And somebody jumped in with the answer on Zoom, I know. Shreyansh Vinay and Kirti V and Balram Bakshi. No, Balram Bakshi comes with something as Sudha Mishra. All of them have got it right, but I've asked people from YouTube. Let's see which is the correct one. And Shreyansh wonderfully explaining the consort of the god Agni. So you also approach Agni indirectly through her each time. So what are the answers on YouTube? Let's
All
have
right,
the answers.
so they are mentioning Swaha, Varun, Shiva, like that answers.
Sorry?
So some of the answers are like Swaha. There are answers like Varuna. There are answers like Shiva.
Oh, consort of Agni. Consort means sort of wife, and you went to Shiva, somebody. But okay, a lot of people said Swaha.
Correct.
Who said Swaha first?
It's Yatin Sangoi. Yatin.
Yatin Sangoi. Yatin, where are you from? Punch it in. Let's have the choices.
Yeah. Yatin, please mention your state name.
Swaha, Riddhi, Gayatri, and Rati. So where is Yatin from? We don't know?
No, he's I think still typing that. Yatin, please type your state name.
State or
He's
city
from
or-
Surat. He's from Surat.
Surat from the west of India. Very good. Yatin, Badhaya. Let's lock Swaha because Swaha is correct. Okay, so you invoke Agni through Swaha most of the time. All right, because Agni was inflammable. He was fire itself. His parents were in flames when he was born. So anybody, you could be absolutely inflamed. So you go via Swaha. That is the best way to approach Agni. Good. Congratulations, Yatin. You get a prize worth 1,000 rupees. Put in your email address, etc., so that your prize from a coupon from Amazon can get you. Okay. Now, at this point, I'd just like to sort of conclude before those who want to stay on, you're most welcome, of course. And I just want to sum up some points, and they'll put up some slides also to go along with it. So thank you. Thank you all for joining us. Just few summary points over a few minutes, for 3 minutes or so. And then thereafter, I'm happy to take questions from you, any queries that you may have. So in the dynamic landscape of education, innovative methods to enhance learning and mastery of subject areas are paramount. One of the most effective approaches is a regular integration of quizzes and contests too at various levels. Healthy, constructive engagement with contests, I mean. These elements not only make learning engaging and fun, but also significantly improve retention, understanding, and application of knowledge. Here's how this multifaceted approach can transform the educational experience. 1, it boosts engagement and motivation. Quizzes, regular quiz game activity, and contests are inherently engaging. They introduce a sense of excitement and competition, like what we just experienced, that traditional learning methods often lack. When students are actively engaged, they are more motivated to participate and invest time in their studies. This heightened engagement leads to a deeper interest in the subject matter, making learning more enjoyable and effective. Slides, you're jumping way ahead of time. Take it back one. It reinforces knowledge and improves retention. Regular quizzes and contests serve as continuous reinforcement of learned concepts. By frequently revisiting and applying knowledge, Students can solidify their understanding and improve long-term retention. The more you quiz, like on our app, for instance, you can review what you have done. You can see what the contextual information is and learn from it. Get it into your head, and things that you learn that way stay in your head. The iterative or repetitive nature of quizzes ensure that information is reviewed multiple times, which is crucial for embedding knowledge in long-term memory. 3, it encourages active learning and critical thinking. We spoke of critical thinking. Engaging with quizzes and contests requires active participation. This active learning process encourages students to think critically and apply their knowledge in various contexts. Rather than passively consuming information, students analyze questions, make decisions, and reflect on their answers. This not only enhances comprehension, but also fosters critical thinking skills that are essential for real-world problems. Okay? You can see how all these relate to the kind of 21st century skills which have been recommended by the central government in terms of their education policy and universally as well. We were talking about these various points. It provides immediate feedback and identifies gaps. One of the significant advantages of quizzes is the immediate feedback they provide. Students can quickly identify areas where they need improvement and focus their efforts accordingly. This targeted learning approach helps in addressing gaps in knowledge and understanding, leading to a more personalized and effective educational experience. Okay, a couple of more points. We just spoke. It promotes healthy competition and collaboration. Contests at different levels introduce a healthy sense of competition. Whether playing solo or competing with peers, it can motivate students to strive for excellence and push their boundaries. Additionally, team-based contests promote collaboration, communication, and teamwork skills. Again, a recommended 21st century skill set. These social interactions enhance the learning experience by creating a supportive and collaborative environment. Quizzes and contests can be tailored to suit various learning styles and levels as well. Whether a student is a visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learner, interactive quizzes can be designed to meet their needs. Okay, so when we're talking about this, visual learners through visual clues, which become memory aids, and you can distinguish auditory learners through repetition. Kinesthetic learner through interactivity. Kinesthetic means through movement, through active participation. 4, through reading, writing, and those kind of learners. Textual repetition, textual verification, which are text-based or based on note-taking. Then reflective learners, self-paced quizzes, review and reassessment. They can think, they can reflect, and they can learn more. Then you have group learning, in which collaborative quizzes play a big part, and which they learn together, they support each other. And then you have logical learners. In our books, we have problem-solving quizzes. We have sequential quizzes for people who think that way, step by step. So you can adapt it. You can have somebody who has partly is a visual thinker, partly logical. So you can combine things in such a way. And we have various formats in our books, Know for Sure and Knowledge B2, where you can use those formats, or you can think of more in those senses where it helps the learning process. Okay. Then we finally want to say that it fosters a growth mindset. Regular participation in quizzes and contests helps inculcate a growth mindset. Students learn to view challenges as opportunities to grow and improve. They understand that effort and persistence are key to mastering any subject. This mindset is crucial for lifelong learning and success, both academically and in future endeavors. So to conclude, incorporating a regular program of interesting quizzes and contests in the educational framework or general knowledge classes and books offers a myriad of benefits that enhance learning, mastery of subject areas, and the overall educational experience. By boosting engagement, reinforcing knowledge, encouraging active learning, providing immediate feedback, promoting healthy competition, adapting to different learning styles, and fostering a growth mindset, this approach ensures that students are well equipped for academic success and beyond. Embracing this innovative method is a key way forward to transform education and unlock the full potential of every learner. That's it from me. I hope I've addressed the subject of the day for a number of points. It's exhaustive. We should go on. We can have more sessions if you like. but I've tried to summarize a number of the key points, and I'd be very happy to have any feedback from you, any questions and answers from you. Saurabh?
Yes, sir. So we have a couple of questions, and I can see a few questions are repeating. 2-3 people,
panelists on
teachers,
too,
they've
like
asked
questions,
question by Kirti ma'am. Is there any way I can use quizzing for middle school for subject English?
Okay, so in our books, Know for Sure Knowledge book, there are things to do with language. There are chapters to do with that, and there are various formats that don't necessarily have to do with language, which you can use in the classroom, on the book, and you can interact. So of course, for those age group, that book is one kind of guide. As and when the app comes out, get them onto the app, get them to register, you yourself, get the families to come onto it too, and there will be things on language and otherwise. But the books also have chapters on language, which you can refer to.
Is there any other question you can
We can
use?
have them on the screen too.
Yeah, I'll do that. If you have any question to be asked, use Q&A. Use Q&A.
Neeta Mishra, you found it a good session. Thank you very much. Thank
Mr.
you. We can
Samrat,
have panelists on to screen too. I can talk to.
I'll just do that, sir. Just hold on. Just Samrat Mehta.
Selva Kumar too says he enjoyed the session. Thank you, Selva. Meera Rani too says it is. Shelja Reddy too. Hamida Begum, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We could have made it a little smoother, technical clues a little smoother, but hey, we live and learn. Next time around, we'll get it bang on the button.
Yeah. So Samrat Mehta, you should put your video and audio on.
Santosh, Vivek, everybody who enjoyed it, I'm very glad. And Neeta M says that she enjoys Indianica books. I'm so glad. Check them out. And who we have somebody here. We have Shomrat Moitro, to pronounce it the way the Bengalis would. Samrat Maitra, presumably from Kolkata again, or wherever you're from.
Sir,
please introduce yourself.
I am from Modhumgram. It is a 20-kilometer place away from Kolkata.
Modhumgram. Okay, welcome.
First and foremost, sir, you have taken me back many springs and winters ago to those Sundays. Sunday nowadays, coming to a half-century mark, it has become just another day. But those quiz time days and that booming voice calling us for, that was our journey to enlightenment.
Thank
So
you.
you made quiz a part of our life. So heartfelt thanks. I don't know, thanks is even a word to touch what you have done. Once again, so stay fine, stay well.
But you know, there was a lot of us. We are,
yes,
it takes a village, they say. So all of my colleagues through the years, you know, whether it's part of content or the tech team, the audiovisual team, the management team, my wife Anita, all of us have put this effort together. I'm just the face in front. So thank you for your compliments. But you're a teacher too. Where are you a teacher, educator? Where
I am a village schoolmaster, not
Lovely.
the Oliver Goldsmith way, but I teach in a rural background.
Wonderful.
I'm a high school teacher.
But I hope you spread the light.
Yeah, quiz has created quite a buzz in my school. They love to participate. Even those who are habitual last benchers, whenever we announce a quiz, they all come buzzing in. They really love it a lot.
This is what I love about it. Any questions?
Yes, sir. I have a question. That is, often it is said that quiz helps in lateral thinking.
Yes.
So, may I ask you to give me an example how it does so and how we can use it for my students?
Associative question. I asked you right on top. I don't know whether you were there. I asked you.
Yes, I understand. Yes,
you know, for instance, I said, what is the country closest to the southernmost tip of India?
And we had a whirlwind tour of the atlas, and then
that's right. So in your mind, you have to think, what is it? What's south? What is south? No, it's not Sri Lanka. Okay, it's not Maldives. It is Madagascar. Is it Myanmar? Kisi ne bola? Is it Thailand? So you cast through everything and you get to it. So you think along. That's just one example of different kinds of lateral thinking.
Right,
through association, you know, you figure it out, or through elimination. You say it can't be this, it can't be this. For instance, on the Everest question, you say that, you know, is it this? Can it be this? Can it be this? These are in different continents. This one in different part of South India. Which could be the right one? Can it be Everest? And you think in your mind, is Everest north or south? That is the kind of lateral thinking And
So,
you have to enjoy that.
yes, sir. So may I share with you, not a question, I cannot share a question with you, sir, in that sense, but
You're
just
welcome.
a suggestion. Suppose, sir, if I put on things like this, suppose Napoleon Bonaparte,
Yes.
Sholay, Mohan Bagan Club,
Yes.
and say South Korea. And
Yes.
then if I ask my students, what is that particular term or a number, or whatever you say, that can connect all these?
So yeah, connection questions are there, but you have to, one thing that you have to make sure, if you have to keep it universal and for everybody, it can be great fun to make these kind of connections, but there could be different kind of connections. So you have to
Yes,
make
sir.
sure
Yes, sir.
for sporting senses that there is one unique answer, that there can be only one answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to find that. But yes, that's an interesting way of asking a question. Find the questions. Now tell everybody what the association between all these names that you took. Napoleon and South Korea and Mohan Bagan, and tell us in your view.
So, just with my apologies and all that.
No, most welcome.
May I start with a clue?
Yes.
It's the month of August. I haven't given the answer. I have given the clue.
Okay, that's a clue. Does anybody else who's listening have an answer to that one? What is the connection? Just repeat the clues because you spoke rather fast.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yes.
The movie Sholay.
Yes.
Mohan Bagan Club.
Yes.
South Korea. This is not an exhaustive list, just 4 to mention.
And you said August.
Yeah, the answers are pouring
So
in.
they
They're
released
raining
on 15th
fast.
August.
15th
Was
August.
Napoleon born on that day?
Yes.
He was born on that day. There you are. And Mohan Bagan, what? Did they beat did they play a great
that was
match?
29 July. That was the day on which Mohan Bagan was formed. 15th August, 1885 or 89, something like that.
Oh, the foundation day.
Foundation
okay.
day.
And South Korea.
South Korea's. They share 15th August with us.
Fantastic. So that's an interesting question, an interesting way to make a connection. But you have to make sure that there is one common thing. That somebody says, okay, it's a star, or somebody says something else. In this case, yes, it seems to be pretty unique, but a good one. So good to speak to you, Shamrat.
So before I take your leave, just like those good old days when I was a bleary-eyed boy trying to muggle up my homework so that I can view quiz time. So just for one sec, just say correct in your inimitable manner.
Correct.
My day has been made, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
on
you.
Mastermind, actually, it was very fast. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Correct. That was even faster. I had
Thanks
to,
a lot, sir.
because in
Thanks
2
a
minutes you had to do a lot. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you
Over to
so
you,
much.
Saurabh.
Thank you. So there are a few questions which are again repetitive questions, sir. There are no such different questions that we can now take it up now. And again, time is so much, we have spent here, and of course, a good time has to end, but it's not the end. We're going to continue again. It's just a pause. We're going to continue again, and we're going to come back again with something different, something unique with Siddhartha Basu, sir. Once again, we are planning for a very longer term. And I just request you, my team, and first of all, my team, to please share the feedback link over the Zoom as well as YouTube. Also, a mobile number, and 10-digit mobile number, which is basically the company's WhatsApp number, to be able to join the community with Indianica Learning, wherein you'll get to know what all events are lined up. In terms of subjects enrichment, there are a lot of instructions, a lot of advice, suggestions are put in terms of WhatsApp messages, visuals, audio, stills. So that's going to be very helpful to you. Of course, both the books, whether it is Know For Sure and Knowledge P, designed, developed, written by Siddhartha Basu sir, are available with Indianica Learning. So you can contact us to buy these books. Definitely we'll get back to you, and our team will get back to you. Siddharth sir, listening to you has always been a treat. At least for me, I can say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been your fan since my childhood. I've been watching you conducting quizzes. I've seen you conducting quiz live in front of me. It's been always pleasure listening to you. And whenever I get to see you, I get to learn a lot.
To use the words of a Bhishma Pitama of quizzing, Amitabh Bachchan,
you are the Bhishma Pitama of quizzing in India, sir. You are the guru of quizzing.
Thank you so much, Saurabh, and thank you all of the people who are flooding the columns with very fulsome compliments about the session. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed, please spread the word. Please spread the word. And so for the next session, we'll have even more people joining in and we can share, and I can learn from you, and Indianica too can learn from you. And thank you, Indianica Learning, Saurabh, and your whole team there for having put this together in a way, and our team too, who put it together. So thank you. As I said, next time around, it'll be smoother. It'll be more, precision oriented, and we'll try and make it shorter and quicker. Okay, because this went on, I can go on, but it's been, a long time. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, we planned for 1 hour and that's now 2 hours, and we still we can do it for 1 more hour. But the fact is, we have to pause at some time, sir, so that they can be ready for the next one, and next one is going to be, better than the previous one, of course. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time, for your precious time and valuable suggestions in order to empower children with the 21st century learning skills for holistic development. One thing I would like to share with all of you, they are digital natives and we all are digital migrants. So we have to teach them the way that they want to learn. And one of the best way for them to be with us is quizzing. Quizzing can help you in developing students holistically, which has been already shared by Siddharth, sir. Implement that for learning, for recap, for assessment, any way that you can. And of course, you can connect with Siddhartha Basu sir's suggestions like Digitalk app, Koti app, you can connect with there. Also, you can buy books and then you can learn, you can make the teaching learning process interactive and interesting. Once again, thank you, sir. And thank you so much to all the participants for joining in this special webinar. Stay tuned with Indianica Learning for more updates. Please take a very, very good care of yourself. You have a great day and a great evening ahead. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Goodbye. Good night. Have a lovely weekend, everybody.